spending 16,000. Not on their outfits, anyway.
You and me, all of us, actually, our indebtedness is bigger than the government's debt.
But the national debt is going up by about £5,000 per second. Who the hell did we borrow the money off? Wonga.com. You know, this money's been sort of lost, effectively. Has anybody ever asked a woman to look for the money? Because women are just better at finding things.
One of the things that I did point out, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, is if you look at the people who got us into this mess, almost all of them are men. So I think it's perfectly reasonable to say men are to blame. And, you know, maybe actually if women had been in charge, we wouldn't be in such dire straits.
The World Bank. Now, we're currently in Manchester. Where's the closest branch?
The World Bank. You've got to go to Washington, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Oh, really? What, the one in Tyne and Weir?
Why do you want to go to the World Bank?
Do you know, just in case they did free, you know, balance transfers. Now, I reckon, because everybody is a member of a gym that they don't go to, if we all cancelled simultaneously, would that clear the national debt? What about people like me who just aren't stupid enough to join a gym in the first place?
You're the bright one. You're the impressive one.
Yeah, excellent.
You know what you want.
Will you write that on a bit of paper and show me, Mum? I've got my own theory of why Greece went bust. Do you want to hear it?
Please.
It's because they didn't use the optics to pour spirits during the 90s. For a laugh, have you ever been tempted to get a wheelbarrow full of fake money and rush out of a bank shouting, "They've collapsed, save yourselves"?
Well, it has to be said, occasionally people who want to be mean to me re-show a clip of me on the 10 o'clock news at the sort of height of the crisis, and I made some remark about how, you know, in this moment of crisis we should all be investing in shotguns and baked beans, which unfortunately one or two people took seriously, I think.
If you want the shotguns, you wouldn't need the baked beans. That's why they didn't take you seriously. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Robert. So what you're basically saying, in summary, is we're screwed over the bins out the back.
But it could be worse.
It could be worse. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Peston! I love shows like How to Look Good Naked. I'm lucky enough to have met Gokwan, and it was so hard not to get me bangers out. And shout, "Thanks for letting us have wobbly bits." Men don't really watch Gok's shows, which is weird as the women are naked. I think to some men, naked women aren't as sexy if they're empowered. It's not really a joke, it's just a bloody good point, isn't it? Plus, a lot of men aren't that bothered about clothes. Gok should do an equivalent for men, How to Smell Good Naked. Please. I always watch Britain and Ireland's Next Top Model with a big plate of food. And sometimes try to feed chips through the telly screen. But I have learned a lot from it. My boyfriend wanted to take some saucy pics of me, and I was worried about what to do with my face. I know what to do with the rest, I'm not stupid. But thanks to Britain and Ireland's Next Top Model, I have a few different faces. I know the one you're definitely not supposed to do, which is this one. Afterwards, I wanted to have a look at the photos to see what I looked like. Turns out my head wasn't on any of them. I do like going shopping, but I don't like shop assistants. I don't like the ones that are overly helpful. I find it very claustrophobic. Look, I just want to touch your jumpers. So I make them regret their helpfulness. When they say, "Would you like the receipt in the bag?" I say, "No, actually, could you post it to my accountant, please?" I've had a few bad experiences in fitting rooms. I once had to get cut out of a dress in monsoon. It's never a good day. The woman said, "Stop crying, I'm going to get some scissors." Whenever I hear on the news, monsoon kills 7. suicide from the embarrassment. So let me ask the audience, what's the worst experience you've ever had in a fitting room? We've got a lovely lady there with a nice sparkly scarf. Let's get the Millican. It's my little camera. You just hold that at yourself, love. Oh, she's done this before. She's done it at a good height. Don't do it too low. Good height, excellent. What's your name, love?
Helen.
Hello, Helen. And what was your story about the fitting room?
Well, I've always been a big girl, but when I got married, I was slightly slimmer than I am now. I was a size 16, well-rounded. So when I went to try my wedding dress on, we went into a beautiful wedding place, and the lady said, we've only got size 14's dresses. And I said, OK. She said, but we'll try. So she took me into the fitting room, and she put me in this beautiful wedding gown, and it had laces at the back, and she struggled and struggled and struggled and got me into this size 14 dress. And she turned me round, and my breasts were hanging out. She then turned around and went, oh, you are well endowed. We need to sort those puppies out, and proceeded to manhandle them into my dress.
Tell me this ends by you punching her.
No, it ended in me buying the dress.
Wow, really?
Yeah, really.
Is this your fella beside you?
Yeah.
Wow, you lucky, lucky man. That is a great story. Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. I took some clothes into a fitting room in Marks and Spencer's a few months ago, and the woman took me to the cubicle and she gave me the tag, and she said, just give me a shout if you need any bigger sizes. So I swished the curtain back really fast and said, I think you'll find you mean different, you bitch. The lights in fitting rooms are never very flattering. Well, now I know that I'd look great in a fridge or a hospital. But those lights are very good for plucking your tash. Sometimes it's the only reason I go in. I heard a story about a woman who trimmed her pubes and put the clip-ins in an M&S bag. A month later, she needed to return a pair of shoes. Put them in the M&S bag, took them back. Now, you've got to think on your feet when things like that happen. And why are you returning them? Because they're covered in pubes. So when it comes to fashion, I need all the help I can get. I want an expert from the telly. I'm not going to ask you lot, am I? Please welcome the star of Britain and Ireland's Next Top Model and Chief Inspector of the Fashion Police, superstar designer Julien MacDonald. Hello, lovely to see you. Hello. Thank you very much for joining us on the show. It must have been hard for you to get into fashion because you grew up in Merthyr Tydfil.
I did indeed.
Did you ever vajazzle a minor? Now, you, as a designer, you do look brilliant tonight. You've got to look great all the time. Do you ever get caught? Do you ever sneak out to the supermarket just in your gym jams?
No, never.
Not ever?
Never.
I picked up a curry once with no bra on.
That must have been spicy.
I brought some of my clothes for you to have a look at.
Wow.
So you can tell me what you think. Is that OK?
Yeah, these
OK,
them?
let's do this. I'm being very brave doing this. Let's put that
Wow,
like
so
that.
this is it.
Yes,
well, you could have made
indeed.
more of an effort, really, couldn't you?
Well, I've brought some of my best bits.
This?
Well, it's got cats on it, and I like cats.
I actually didn't know you were a pussy woman.
My friend said to me, that's your I'm going to die alone top. I said, but I won't, though, because I'll have all of my friends with us. Do you not approve of animals on clothes?
Oh,
is
yeah,
that...
I love animals.
Okay.
I'm wearing animals as well, but we won't go into that. Now, what is this gorgeous brown smock?
The way smock's never a compliment, is it? See, I like it, but it looks a little bit like a sofa, doesn't it?
Oh, well, I would say like a brown sack myself. Yeah, there's not much
but maybe
difference
I'm not
apart
as
from
rude as you.
A bit of ruffle. Oh my gosh!
And I didn't buy them at the same time.
You do like a shift, don't you? You
I love
do
a
like
shift.
this balloon shape.
Sometimes I'm dying for a shift. What can I wear that with, do you think?
Well, obviously, you should wear it with your favourite thing, because there's about 100 pairs of these gorgeous black leggings.
There's some jeggings in there as well, but I've only worn them once because they're a bit thrushy.
Oh. What is this? You've got the Hitman Roadshow.
This is a 22-year-old T-shirt from when I saw Jason Donovan when I was 14. I can't get rid of that.
Well, you've changed a lot since then, haven't you? Gone a bit larger then.
I was 14.
That is age, isn't it?
I hadn't finished growing. I didn't have boobs or anything then.
On a little bow.
This one, now you might like this because I think this is my first designer piece. This is this is a Ted Rogers Baker.
Ted Baker. I don't think Ted Rogers does a range of clothes for you.
Thank you very much for the makeover. But I have the perfect outfit for you. You will never have felt more comfortable or looked more fantastic in this next outfit. Are you ready? Can I show you?
Well, I normally do the makeover.
It's my turn now.
Oh.
You said I was large.
There's nothing matter with being large, anyway.
I'm just sort of normal woman size. It's just you're used to dealing with children.
The biggest...
Come with me. Let me show you something. Come with me around here.
God, here we
come
go.
If you come round this way, come round this way. Okay. So you've got to get your outfit on, Flower. Just going to take some bits off first, obviously. That's massive knickers.
I'm sexy and I know it.
There you go, Julien. Comfy is the new black. Thank you very much, Julien MacDonald. That's it for tonight. I wish I had more time to talk about shows like A Place in the Sun, where people move their whole family abroad for a better life and then realise the problem was their family. I didn't have time to talk about what not to eat. I love that show, but I prefer to watch it backwards. That way it ends with a happy person looking at a table full of food. And supersized versus super skinny. Great TV show, terrible sumo wrestling match. Good night.
There's more comedy with Brand New at 2012 here on BBC HD at 10 o'clock tomorrow. And coming up next tonight, we're off to church for the final part of Catholics.